Ollie, a point on the road last week. How disappointing was it to keep Halifax at bay for so long and then concede with one of the only chances they had?
Yeah, very. I thought performance-wise it was actually quite a good performance. Sort of worked on them Thursdays, like specifically what we wanted to do, and I feel like we executed that quite well. And it's just them fine moments in football, isn't it, where one set piece let us down, and we've gone through it, and we've got all our assigned jobs, so. Not pointing fingers at anyone, it was sort of a ricochet and whatever. There's a few of us that probably could have done a little bit better with it. So yeah, it was really frustrating because we thought we deserved the 3 points at least.
Yeah, I saw a stat this week saying we've got the lowest expected goals against tally in the league. So what do you sort of take from that maybe we aren't conceding many chances, which is a real positive, isn't it?
Yeah, I think sort of ever since last year we've had a really good defensive record, whether that's expected goals against or clean sheets. Probably haven't got as many as them we wanted this year, but it's something we take pride in, and we sort of defend from the front, I think, as a team, and something that Gaffer's really big on. We work well, I think, as a unit and as a team. So obviously playing last year, I played a lot of it with Casper and Hobbo. Obviously now with Ralphie and Harry Taylor, it's a little bit different, but all the sort of assigned roles, if you like, are the same, and that's what brings us success.
Yeah, you mentioned the new sort of partners there defensively. How long does that sort of take to adapt to, or did you sort of find yourself sort of settling in straight away, because obviously they were both here last season as well?
Yeah, I think you settle in quite quickly. I'm obviously with Ralphie quite a bit anyway, and played with him quite a bit, so that's sort of one I'm used to and know his game quite well. Obviously Harry dropping back, having played with him, but him being centre mid, I sort of know it a little bit. So, but he's done really well. I think settled in really well, and it's different, of course, because everyone's different. Everyone has different attributes and different things. So it's just getting to know, and now we're sort of bedded in. The first month's done. I think we know each other sort of inside out, and it's just about getting them clean sheets on the board now, I think.
Yeah, and like it's been the same defensive line for the whole season. So how much does that help, sort of going into each game, knowing who you're playing alongside?
Yeah, definitely. That's the bonus, isn't it? We all know the troubles here, but listen, we sort of know that back line's going to be the same. So it is a bonus, definitely. But I think we've been together as a group now for 18 months, most of us 2 years. So we know each other inside out anyway. So if anyone sort of has to drop down like we did at the weekend, obviously we wouldn't rather do that, but we know each other's games. So no, it is good having that consistency, if you like.
Yeah, and you personally, I believe you only missed one game since the start of last season, so you must be really proud of that record.
Yeah, lucky. Gaffer sort of seems to pick me, I guess, but no, it's something I am proud of. I want to play every game I can possible. It's an honour to wear the badge here, so every time we go out, it's sort of a proud moment, but it's just about, at the moment, getting up, climbing up that table and getting as many points on the board as we can.
And how do you sort of look back at the first sort of 6 weeks of the season? Do you think we maybe should have a couple more wins than we do?
Yeah, definitely. I think, look, without the -10, I think what would we be, 5th? So if you had said that with sort of no pre-season, you would have gone wow. But you look at the games and you sort of look and think that every single game we should have got something out of. I know football doesn't work like that, but apart from maybe the Bromley performance-wise first half, we had enough 45, but I thought we were good in the second half. So yes, something we want to improve on, but look, if you can get 2 points a game, that's sort of promotion form, and I don't believe we're too far off that. So yeah, there's things we want to jig and everything, and sort of last season we were very good at not conceding goals and maybe not so good at scoring goals. It seems to be a little bit maybe the opposite this season, where we are scoring quite freely this season, I think, scoring in every game so far. So it's just about getting them clean sheets, like I said, and then I think if we can get a clean sheet, we know we can score goals at the other end.
And York on Saturday, a team who are yet to win this season. What are you expecting from that game?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a banana skin one, isn't it? Big money spenders, expected to do well, but football doesn't work like that, does it? So look, they haven't won a game, but we know the threats they've got. We've done our homework on them. They're at home, new manager. I know they played last week against Bournemouth with him, but another full week to get settled in with him. It'll bring its challenges, and they'll be a lot better than they probably were in the first few weeks. So something we're prepared for, but that we went up there last year and you done a job on them, if you like. So it's something that we'll look to do again this year.
Ollie, going back to the back three, it's something that's become increasingly common in the English game the last decade. Is it a role you expected to play kind of growing up through the youth teams? Were you playing in a back two or a back three, and how confident are you now? Is it, you think that's the way it's going, that centre halves will be expected to bring the ball out?
Yeah, I think growing up I was sort of up until 18s, it was just a four at the back, that's all it seemed to be, and there was no such thing as a three at the back sort of thing. And obviously then Conte brought it to Chelsea and it seemed to funnel its way down, and then where I was at the club I was at the time, I did play a three at the back, and then the under-23s started playing it, so I got used to it then. Then at Concord, when I went there, I played a three at the back, and then ever since I've been here I've played a three, and to be honest I think it suits my game a lot. Sort of played one game I think at Maidenhead a couple of years ago, I fought it back with Hobbo, and it felt alien, I'd say. So it does feel like that is the natural now. But obviously you've got to adapt to any situation. We know our situation, we might have to go forward at the back sometimes. Someone might be injured, someone might be suspended. So I do believe it suits my game, yeah, but sort of ready to play a four whenever.
And you mentioned that where you'd be if you didn't have the points deduction. Do you have to kind of use that as make confidence? That you are one of the better teams in the league, rather than being like, oh god, we're playing so well and we're still down the bottom.
100%. I think everyone knows in this league we're a good team. We know in there how good we are, but everyone knows we're a good team, and everyone knew the off-field trouble sort of pre-season, and to not really have a pre-season and still be in the position we are, I think that proves it. So we don't really need to speak too much about the league position, I don't think, at the moment, but it's something obviously eventually we will have to look at. But if we carry on the performances and collecting the points we'll be absolutely fine.